Welcome to Gentle Yoga. I'm Leo Gray. This is our partner. We're here on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. You can visit us on the web at urbanyoga.org or on Facebook at Kristen Olson Urban Yoga Center. Stop by the tip jar to make contributions. Check out the schedule of classes offered daily in various ways, some in person, some online, some both simultaneously, hybrid style. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube later, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. If there was one more thing, I do this every time. Sometimes the brain lags a little. It happens. So we'll start out today sitting, or if you would rather, kneeling. To make yourself comfortable, you don't have to sit just the way we're sitting. We're sitting on the forward edge of some blocks to let the pelvis tilt forward and the front of the hips open. That's just what is feeling right for us today. Make yourself comfortable. And that'll include what to do with your eyes. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. If you're not, don't close your eyes. Rest your hands in a place in a way that's comfortable. Notice your breath, just allowing it to slow down and get deeper simply by shifting your attention in that direction. Feeling your contact with the ground, with whatever you're sitting on. The ground is whatever you're touching down on, whether it's blocks, the mat, the floor beyond the mat, if you're sitting on some other kind of props. Feel where you're grounded. Think of the whole length of your spine, up from the ground to the base of your skull, helping you sit tall without being stiff or being rigid. Taking in the movements of your deeper, slower breathing. Where in the body you feel these breaths, movements. Scan your body to notice whatever else is going on. What sensations are present beyond grounding, beyond the breath. What's going on? Maybe there are some sensations you noticed in your body before practice began. And maybe there are some that you only notice as you focus bit by bit, head to toe, checking in with the various regions and parts of your body. Making mental notes of anything that doesn't feel good will help you take care of yourself as we practice. Remembering that you're welcome to skip or modify anything we'll be doing. If it's part of your practice to set an intention of your own, maybe you had something in mind for your practice today, you can do that now. Let's take 3 deep, clearing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sighing sound. Let your eyes open if they're closed. Let your arms rest loosely at your sides. Let your arms hang there. Focus a lot today on the neck. The neck is a place where we carry a lot of excess tension, where stress lives in the body. So what we can do to bring out some of that, find some more openness, some more room to breathe, some more ease of movement. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Nice and slowly roll your ear towards your shoulder. Let your head to the back, look up towards the sky. Continuing in gentle, slow circles. Whatever slow means for you, slow is a relative term. If there's any tight spots in your neck, you can pause to rock back and forth at the tight spot. I've got some major tightness on this side of my neck, so leaving the circulating, just doing some back and forth here where it's needed most. Semicircles. When you finish your next circle, change direction. You finish your next circle, look forward, lift your chin. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Shift it back, let it down. And then your left shoulder up, back, down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhaling, reach through your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Take a couple deep breaths into the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale to open up. Exhale to cross the opposite way. It's one of those days. I have so much tension in my neck on that side that it's distracting. Inhale to open up. Exhale, let your arms down. Rest your fingertips on the floor. Stay long in the spine. Inhale, reach your right arm up alongside your ear. As you exhale, let your arm drape across your head so your fingertips come to rest here by your left ear. Let the weight of your arm draw your head to the right. Lift your left hand a little, reach out through your fingertips to lengthen back to this. Maybe you can feel where the hand position brings the throat to the longest extension. Let the left hand down. Let your neck stay passive. Let your right hand slide across your head, up down to your chin. You can use your right arm to lift your head. Let that hand down. Very different sensation to let the arm do the work and let the neck be passive. Inhale, lift your left arm up. And exhale, let your arm drape over it gently. Draw your head to the left. Raise your right hand a little and reach out to your fingertips. This is where I need it the most. Let your right hand down. Remember to let your neck stay relaxed. Let your hand slide across your head. Let down to your cheek. Let your arm do the work. Let your hand down. Walk your right hand behind you in line with your spine. Bring your left hand to your right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Inviting your body with each breath, with each exhale, to go further if it feels good to do so. Let yourself unwind, come to the center. Walk your left hand behind you in line with your spine. Bring your right hand to your left leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, see about twisting some more. yourself unwind, come to the center. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back, let your head tip forward. Take a few more breaths with the seated versions of cow pose and back pose. And let's make some circles. When you inhale, come forward, go over to one side. As you exhale, go back, go over to the other side. Change direction. And then sit up after the next exhale. Rest your hands in front of you. We'll come to a real simple forward fold. Just walk your hands forward as far as you can or as far as you want. Let your neck release, let your head hang down between your arms. Move into your back. Walk your hands over to the left. Walk your hands to the center and over to the right. Walk your hands back to center and then back in towards the leg. Sit up. Let's make our way up onto our hands and knees. Inhale. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, look for your left heel. Inhale, come to the center. As you exhale, look for your right heel. Do it a few more times for each side. Just follow the pace of your breath. Let's meet back at center. Reach back with your left foot, press the ball of your foot against the floor. And then flex your foot to rock forward and back. Whatever degree feels okay. You get some deep stretching in the calf, plus obviously some stretching in the foot, starting to open the shoulders a bit. They rock forward maybe past the wrists. Then pause, bring your shoulders above your wrists again. You now reach your right arm forward so you're parallel to the ground. If you want to go further with the next inhale, pick your left foot up, reach straight back through the sole of the foot. If you want, bend your knee, reach back, take hold of your foot or your ankle, kick against your hand, lift your chin, lift your knee. Release and lower down. Take a few cow and cat breaths. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tail go up. Exhale, bring your heart up, let your head and tail go down. And after your next exhale, come back to the table. Reach your right foot back. Press the ball of your foot against the floor. And flex your foot to rock back and forth. Bring your shoulders above your wrists. On an inhale, reach your left arm forward. If you like to, on the next inhale, pick your right foot up and reach straight back. And if you want to, bend your knee, reach back, and see about that spine. Release, lower down, take a few breaths with cow and cat pose again. And after your next exhale, come back to the table. I'm going to grab my blocks now. We're going to stand, come to a forward fold. Just stand halfway. Stand up halfway. Step your left foot forward. Step your right foot up next to it. You could keep the blocks under your hands. Set them aside. I'm going to do some neck traction here. So if you want to join me, interlace your fingers. Bring your hands to the base of your skull. Hug your head with your forearms. With the weight of your arms, draw your head down towards the ground, lengthening your neck. Way back and forth, bend one leg and the other. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. Let your hands hang down if you're doing neck traction still. Nice and slowly shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Now lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale out and up. Take hold of your right wrist with your left thumb and forefinger. On an exhale, bend to the left. Inhale to come upright. Switch your grip. Hold the left wrist with the right hand. On an exhale, bend to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, let your arms down. Be kind to my neighbor. Breathe this plan. Inhale out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up and reach your palms up. Look up with your hands. Lift up your heart. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, let your arms down. Reach your right arm out in front of you. And bring your left arm under it. Catch your right elbow in the crook of your left elbow. And then draw that right arm to the left. So let the right arm be passive. Let the left arm do the work. Relax. Maybe have a little shake. And we're going to do it on the other side. So hold your left arm up. Catch the elbow with the right arm. Draw the left arm to the right. Let that go. Shake as needed. Deep stretch across the whole shoulder blade and underarm. Move my blocks here. Inhale out and out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Rest your hands on the blocks or on the floor. And step your right foot back and lower your right knee. Come to this low line. And I'm sliding the blocks back so they're in line with the right knee, the knee that's on the floor. Come upright. Explore some side bend with the blocks. Actually, I'm going to stand them up taller. Like it's just my fingertips on the block here, so my spine stays long. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up. And exhale, reach to your left and lean on that block. Inhale to come up through center. Exhale, let that hand down. And we'll do it the other way as well. So now inhale the other arm out and up alongside your head. And exhale, reach across. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, let your arm down. Scoop my blocks forward. Now they're in line with the front foot. And we're just going to switch our legs the other way. So bring the left knee down, step right foot forward. Scoop the blocks back again so they're in line with that planted knee. Lift your torso. You now reach your right arm out and up. Exhale, reach across to the left. Lean on that block. Inhale to come up. Exhale to let your arm down. Inhale, reach your left arm up alongside your ear. And exhale, reach to your right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arm down. Yes, the plan is complicated my movements here. Let's step the left foot forward and back to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Do some sun salutations. Inhale out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift that way. Exhale, fold. Make your way to plank. When you're ready, on an exhale, lower all the way down. Keeping your elbows in towards your body as you lower down. Pressing into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height is okay in your lower back. Now let's do a little something here for the neck too. Sort of like what we did in table earlier. Exhale, look to the left, look for your left heel. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, look for your right heel. Let's just do one more for each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, look left. Inhale through center. Exhale, look right. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower down, because that's a long time to be up on the arms, isn't it? Pressing into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Again, just to whatever height feels okay for you. Exhale, rock slowly back and up to downward facing dog, and pedal your feet up and down. Nod your head. Shake your head. Make your way back to forward fold. Inhale to lift that way. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale down. Make your way to plank. On an exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to bring your heart forward, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, rock back and up to downward facing dog. Nod your head. Shake your head. Return to your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more. Take a break in the middle of it too. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Make your way to plank. Exhaling lower. Inhaling, open your heart. Exhaling, rock back and up. Take 3 tons of breath and make your way gently down to child's pose. Vary child's pose however you need to. Check in with your breath, check in with your body, check in with any intention you have set. Then now come slowly forward and up the table. Curl your toes under, press into your feet to lift your knees, press into your hands to lift your head. And make your way to forward fold. Now lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll play with tree pose, a little balancing fun. Beginning with hands by your heart. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. And when you're ready, bring the weight into your left leg. Raise your right knee. Open it out to the side. And bring your right foot to your left leg. Toes on the ground, heel on the ankle. Or solo the foot on the calf. Maybe the foot on the thigh. Hands can stay here or explore any other expression at all. Any movement or position that your body is calling. Your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward, put your foot down, shake your left leg and anything else that needs a shake. Maybe your tree needs some water. Mine does. When you're ready, there is no rush. Hands by your heart. Shift back and forth a few times again. Bringing the weight into your right leg when you're ready. Lift your left knee. Open the gate of your hip. Bring your foot to your leg. Let your arms do their thing. Your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward and let your foot down. Shake things out. Let's have a seat. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Place your hands next to your hips. You can do this with or without blocks. I'm choosing to go with blocks today. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift yourself up, straighten your arms. Keep breathing. Exhale, lower down. Pause for a breath or two. We'll do it 2 more times. I'm going to make each one breath longer than the previous. When you're ready, press into your hands, inhale, lengthen your arms, lift up. Exhaling, lower down. Pause again. When you're ready, one more time, inhale, press away from the ground. Exhaling, lower down. You can move the blocks side. Inhale, reach up, overhead. Exhale, fold down over your legs, let your knees bend as much as they want. On your inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. On your exhale, think of lowering it. And as Yanni's demonstrating, yes, you can use the strap around the feet here. Up and down into the fold further. Try to let the breath do more of the work than the arms and the strap. The strap is great support, but you don't want to force anything. I think it's the wrong idea. Sometimes people grab their feet or the strap and yank themselves down. Just go gradually, listen to your body. It can be very productive to explore resistance and work through it. Never force it. Not the young do it, too much. Maybe on the video you can't tell just how careful we're being and just how gradual the movements are. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs. Use your arms to help you sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart to the edge of your comfort zone, wherever that is. Walk your hands down your legs. This is one way to do this fold. Another way is to rest your hands on the floor and walk forward at center. Another way is to have a block under your hands and just walking the block forward. This is the way that feels best for me a lot of the time. Let your neck disengage, let your head droop down. Inhaling, walk your hands back, using your arms to help you come upright. Nudge your legs in towards each other. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together with a big space here between your pelvis and your heels. Reach under or over your ankles and walk your hands forward on the mat. Let your head hang, let your neck release, breathe into your back. Walk your hands back and sit up. Keeping your feet together, bring them in close. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes between your hands. Wriggle on your seat, bring the bones in your seat closer to the floor. To tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward with the long spine. See how far the long spine wants to go today. Wherever the long spine stops lowering there, let your head lower, let your neck disengage. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Lift your knees towards each other so the soles of your feet rest on the mat. Plant your hands on the floor back here. Wiggle your feet out by the edges of the mat. Let your knees go to the right. Turn your head to the left. Come back to center. Knees to the right and to the left. That's it. Go back and forth. You get it. I think the excess tension in my neck has reached into my brain and my tongue. You bring your feet in closer, about hip width apart, and come down onto your back. So you bridge pose a bit. Turn around so my head's closer to the mic when I'm lying down. Heels in close to the butt. You put a block between your knees on the middle position. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up to bridge pose. If you want a deeper heart opener, clasp your hands. Extend your knuckles towards your heels. Wiggle your shoulder blades in towards each other. If you're clasping your hands, unclasp them. Exhaling, slowly lower down. Float up and down at your own pace. Inhale to come up into bridge. Exhale to come down out of bridge. Challenge yourself as much or as little as you want today. And when you're ready, you can make your way to supported bridge. Maybe you want to float up and down some more. Maybe you're ready now. Pause at the top. Put a block under your sacrum and down to rest on your block. And then just let the weight of your body relax against that support. Or if you like, you could play around with lifting your feet and trying other leg positions. It's great having Yanni join us in these classes because she's always listening to her body and doing different things a lot of the time. And that's totally fine. That's what I'm always prompting people to do. People get hung up on wanting to do it right, do it the right way. Or similarly, get hung up on not doing things wrong. It's the same thing, right? It's just a different way of looking at it. There are many ways to practice. Only you can listen to your body. Only you know how it feels, how each posture and each movement feels. I can offer suggestions, I can offer variations, I can't think of everything. And I can never tell what you're feeling. Let's make our way out of our supported bridge. If you pick your feet up, plant them again, close to your butt. Press into your feet, inhale, lift your hips. Slide the block out from underneath. Exhaling nice and slowly, lower down. Now let's just pause after we touch down. Move the blocks out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees, rock and roll to massage your back against the floor. And we're going to do something different with the strap today, something for our neck. So open your strap up. Maybe you keep your strap in a loop, maybe you don't. Not in a loop. Make a loop with your strap. Feed the end through the buckle. Nice big loop. You don't have to feed very much through the buckle. And we're going to do kind of a funny movement. It's a very funny looking exercise, but it feels great. So you're going to take your loop strap. Now, it doesn't matter where the buckle is. Try not to put it under your foot or behind your head. So we're going to put one end under the right foot. We'll do both feet. So it doesn't really matter which one you start with. And then you're going to loop it behind your head, bring it high like the base of your skull, cradling your head. We're going to play around, realizing sunglasses don't work well with this. But play around with let your neck relax so that your leg is moving your head up. Maybe it's higher than the base of the skull. Yeah. And just play with moving your leg slowly. So exploring traction on the neck in different directions here. And just see what feels good. Is there a little more tension? Is it a little less? Is it going to the left and to the right? Is it moving a lot or resting in one spot? And you can explore moving your head a little. If you move your head too much, of course, the strap is going to slide up off the top of your head. Try to avoid that. Don't want to have any accidental drawing movements. Nothing sudden. And depending on the flexibility of your leg, you might be able to bring your head closer to the floor. Don't strain your leg or your neck. So there's really no wrong way to explore. Maybe what I'm doing wouldn't feel good in your neck. Yanni and I are doing some different things here because our necks don't feel the same. Now to switch sides, grab the strap with both hands and draw your chin towards your chest, take the strap off your head, let your head down a moment, let your foot down, Step the other foot inside. And lift the left leg up. We'll come back in the same way, holding the strap with both hands and lifting my head out, bringing the strap behind my head, letting my head come to rest in my cradle of the strap again. Figure out the position that feels okay for you. You just play with that movement of the leg. Starting with the neck fully relaxed. And depending on what you discover as you move around, maybe engaging the neck a bit, exploring that interplay between moving the leg and moving the head. Maybe letting the neck relax more and more, down towards the floor. You can get a pretty deep hamstring stretch. You start to bring your head right down near the floor. A lot of stretching for the leg. We're enjoying the visit with the ladybug that's landed just below your knee. Just above her knee because the leg's raised. It's crawling around on her leg. Hello, friend. All right, let's take our time to come out. So grab the strap with both hands again. Then take your head forward. Lift the strap off your head. Gently lift your head down. Take the strap off your head. And let's set the strap aside. Now let's take a nice simple twist here. Figuring out how to do it without crashing into that. Draw your knees towards your chest, reach your arms out to the sides. Now the closer your knees are to your torso, the deeper this twist will feel. You regulate that sensation. Let your knees go to the right and turn your head to the left. Try to keep your shoulders grounded. And slowly bring it all back up to the center and just let the movement continue to carry you into the opposite twist. Knees going to the right, no, knees going to the left, head going to the right. Bring it all back up to the center. And make your way to Shavasana. Get comfortable, whether that's in the traditional pork pose or some other resting posture of your choice. Where you can just focus on your breath, or reflect on the intention you had for your practice today. Or not focus at all. Allow yourself to unfocus. Give yourself permission. Let your mind drift, wander. Start to find some even deeper breath. Begin to move around bit by bit. Allow your movements to grow gradually bigger and bigger. Take your time. When you're ready for some bigger movements, to gently sit up. Bring your hands up on your arms. Thank you for sharing your practice today. The light sees and honors the same light within you. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.